So you've identified your customer and you've identified the messaging, and now you're trying to reach that customer. And what do? For the B2B market, a great avenue to reach customers is LinkedIn. LinkedIn is really where the decision makers are going to be on social media, the people who are going to be deciding on spending money for a product or service. So LinkedIn is a great place to be. And what's important about the content on LinkedIn is that it's educational and valuable to people who are spending time on LinkedIn. For example, if I'm going to be looking at content on LinkedIn, I really enjoy video content versus reading an article. But that's my personal desire, is I like to look at the pictures, I like to hear video because it's easier. Now, if you go back into human nature and you look back into the primitive days, it's the same thing. People are always looking for the easy way out. It's human nature. It was all about survival. And if you take those caveman days and move them to today, people still prefer a method of medium that's easier for them to digest. So reading takes a little more effort, video is a little bit easier. So from the standpoint of just human desire, video is a great platform to use. Now, if you're going to be deciding between a video that's 2 minutes long and a video that's 45 minutes long, that's an important decision as well. So people like to be very efficient with their use of time, and they're on computers now more than ever. Their time on social media now is more than ever because they're just sitting in front of their computer. So what do you do if you have a lot of content that you need to get out there and it needs to be 45 minutes? A great way to get your content in front of these people and for them to be able to dive into the content is to create an outline. To create an outline in the content of your video that says at minute 2, we're going to be talking about this topic. Minute 10, we're going to be talking about this topic, and so on and so forth. So that for customers who are interested in one segment of what you're talking about, they don't have to dedicate 45 minutes of their day to that video. They can quickly move to that piece in the video, listen to it, and get what they needed, and decide if they want to listen to the whole video or just a portion of it. So this gives your customers options, and it allows them to use minimal time to get the content or the education that they're looking for. The other way to get in front of people is to utilize LinkedIn articles. LinkedIn articles show thought leadership, and people are more likely to read an article on LinkedIn than they would a link to a blog post. So to position your company and yourself as a leader, it will really elevate the content that you're putting out there, and it will reach a broader amount of people to raise brand visibility. And I hear that issue a lot, that people just don't know our company exists. And so putting one article out there in a month isn't going to do it. It needs to be done at a cadence that's predictable and puts enough content out there for people to be able to find it. And the last piece is that you want your LinkedIn article to be engaged with. So pushing content at people and expecting them to just engage with it isn't enough. You need to put out articles where people are going to talk about it, are going to share it, and they're going to really engage with the content, not just put a like. The more people that engage with the content, the broader amount of people that will see the post, and LinkedIn kind of opens up that lens so that you're going to get to a much bigger audience. The problem with brand visibility is that people don't know you exist, and if you continue just to speak to your own followers, it's not going to increase the amount of people that are seeing your post or your video or your article. So make sure when you're creating content that you're delivering it in a way that's going to get the most engagement.